Oo. Wala wala كيف برأيك أنت زمان كلها الموقعين.
Mic test. Mic test.
Lo vissuto proprio con io. Voi lo vivo questo. L'ultima per i social network,
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fateh Ndotaimi, and I am delighted to present this Realopedia session today. The session is number 118. So far, we have presented 118 webinar sessions on behalf of Realopedia, the global real estate e-marketplace. So I am the regional sales manager for MENA and beyond. I will be the host and MC for this presentation. And you can see a brief on my profile in the presentation as well. Just to be on the safe side, we will be sending the link of this webinar after the presentation, so all the registered candidates can have access to the session itself. I am delighted to be hosting today on behalf of the Dubai Real Estate Institute, the educational arm of the Dubai Land Department, Mr. Michael Sabah. He will be presenting marketing tips for real estate agents. So as it's a joint presentation, Realopedia as well will be presenting benefits of being on an e-marketplace, and it will be conducted by my colleague Marilu Soriano. She is the marketing specialist. So again, Michael Sabah, the Dre Real Estate Marketing Trainer, will be handling the topic of marketing tips for real estate agents. And I would like to say good morning to Michael. Thank you for joining us today. And we are delighted to having you with us again. It's not the first time you joined a presentation on behalf of Dre. So I'm 100% sure that everyone is waiting for your presentation to know more about the marketing tips. And I will just give you the word now. It's over to you. So please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Fatten. It's a pleasure for me to be with you today. And it will be a delight also for the attendees to hear a little bit about marketing. So on behalf of Land Department and Dubai Real Estate Institute, I would hope that this presentation will be helpful and useful for you, and will give you some highlights on marketing strategies, and especially the new digital world. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with the first slide of the presentation. And this is what I always start with, is the business basics. If we don't understand the business basics, no matter what marketing we do, we'll end up with catastrophe. So the first question we have to ask ourselves, why are we in business? And in general, the answer is to make money, correct? However, there are many ways and reasons why you are in business. The first one is to make a living. And this is probably the majority of people. They work because they want to secure their income, to raise families and enjoy life. However, there are others that do business because they want to spend time and be occupied. They don't need money, they have it, either from different sources, from maybe heritage or from other sources, but they do it because they like to spend time and be occupied. It's very difficult to stay at home and do nothing. Therefore, business is always very interesting. Some others are innovative and they like to create smart ideas and find improvement to world problems. And these persons will be also in business for the pleasure of creating something new. That's not the only reasons. However, there are others. Just a moment. Okay. They have a pleasure to manage people. And we can see this mostly in movies and in real life sometimes, especially when we talk about large institutions. So there is another category called a category that create the joy of creating large companies, establishment or empire. And these kind of people like to have the grandiose of things. So they want to be the biggest, the fastest in the world, most recognized, establishment. And you can name many. If you look around you, from soft drinks to fast food chains, you can see that these are empire companies that are really in the business. Also, some others are looking for reputation, achievement, and historical recognition. They want their name to be recognized throughout the time. They want them to be remembered as the person that has done that project, or a person that has also succeeded into persevering and keeping their name alive. There are other groups that like to help others and assist and cooperate. And they are called, in simply, non-governmental organizations, or NGOs. Some of them will be like the Red Cross and the Red Crescent to help people in need in case of an emergency. Some others will be helping people like Médecins Sans Frontières, the French company that goes beyond border. There are doctors that go and fly around the world to help people in need. And others that are helping also people living their life. The last but not least is social networking and activities. These are called clubs and get-together events, etc., etc., and the list is long. I remember that the majority of these companies or persons are looking for income in general. Okay, now we come to the main business objective, and it's a very simple in general, and as you all know, the objective of any business is to make more money. Always is the next word that we should never forget. All owners, company owners, business institutions have only one objective: make more money always. The always is in red because the moment you don't do it always, you start losing. You cannot keep in this world with the economic business model that we are following, all of us, you cannot be doing the same every year because the cost of living is always increasing. Therefore, you have to keep always doing more business, selling more, doing more income, reducing your cost to keep your margin, profit margin, growing. And this is the difficulty. This is the real difficulty and the biggest challenge for every company and every sales and marketeer person. Now, we come to the just a reminder on the marketing basics again from a philosophical point of view. The marketing expert and world guru called Dr. Philip Kotler a few years ago created something called the 4 Ps of marketing, which what he said is that to succeed in marketing, you need a product, you need a place to sell it, you need a price for it, and you need to promote it. Understanding these 4 components, you understand that when we say a product, means you need to have a product better than the other ones, or that has a differentiation, which is a bit different. And when you talk about a place, it means you have to define where you're going to sell your product, the geographic features of it. Then you have to look at the price. The price should be competitive if you have a product that is already available in the market and you want to compete against a similar product. So your price should be very well studied. It should be very well planned for the next few years of its product life. You cannot keep a price forever the same. You have to change it with the market dynamics. And then we come to the marketing part, which is the promotion. To talk about your product is marketing. You can do it from the conventional way, from word to mouth. And this is not good enough because the reach is very low. Or you can go into the conventional media like newspapers. That's fine, but also with actual world, this is decreasing in readership. Or you have to go through the new digital world that we see later that has limitless reach. And the cost is much better than what we were used to pay for a newspaper or a TV advertisement. So, for the 4 Ps are the basics for every marketeer to. I cannot tell you that, of course, the 4 Ps with time became 5, 6, and 7 Ps. For example, you need people, you need process, and you need much, much more to succeed in this tough competition life. So I'll quickly move to the real estate marketing fundamentals, just to review together what has been done in the past and where we're going in the next few years. So in the traditional marketing, we were using material like brochures, flyer, leaflets, and even the sales and purchase agreement, which is called an SPA, is part of marketing. And I highlight this that because it's the way you write it, the way you present it to your client, will probably influence their decision to buy. POS materials, which is meaning point of sale material, are like roll-up banners, flags, signboards that you produce to highlight some of your products, specifically in real estate, where you need to have visibility in your projects or villa or apartment or building. Property and environment photo to illustrate the real life and how this will look like to your clients when they want to buy from you, especially for off-plan projects where they have to rely on imagination only to buy your project. And scale models, it's a replica of the real project in a small portion, so people can see it physically and they can touch it with their own hands and look and imagine how their life will be. That was the conventional, traditional market. Then we moved with time to the digital world, where now we are producing digital applications on your mobile phone or tablets or computers. We have videos, we have 3D animations, walkthrough, as if you were there, so people feel the real property size and how it's going to look like. Drone has come into the equation, and now we can have aerial views at a negligible cost, while before helicopter was the only way, and the helicopter were extremely expensive, very difficult to get hands-on, plus all the permits for the pilot to fly. So with a small drone today, which you can buy probably in the supermarket, you can fly and take beautiful videos and scenery that you will show to your clients, and that in principle they will appreciate it and will be enticed to buy your property. New things called augmented reality has appeared a few years ago, where you can assign a specific project or specific home or specific room to real furniture, as if you were there. You can dispose what you want into this picture, and it will look like real life picture. One of the companies selling furniture around the world has started to do that. It's called IKEA or IKEA. Today in Europe, if you click on IKEA, you can take your furniture, shoot your living room, and you can see how it will look like in your living room. This is called augmented reality. And this is a very progressing development software. Social media has definitely played an impact, as you are all familiar with Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. And most of your clients are following these media. And today, real estate developer and real estate brokers and agents are using this medium for extremely good targeted audience. The results are very high, and the sales achievement are considerable. This will be the focus for the next few years so far, and we'll talk a little bit about it just later, how we can utilize technology to even improve these social media platforms. One of the software available today is a search engine optimizer. It's a tool that will push your property or your advertisement on the top of a Google search or a search engine. The objective is whenever a client is looking for an apartment, your name comes first. However, this is not a cheap project. It is costly and demands to keep running software and improvements daily to be able to remain on top, because when you want to be there, everybody else wants to be there also. So the competition is tough on this topic. However, it's still a very good tool to push your brand to the top of the list. The third part of the conventional marketing is physical activities, like creating a model home true to life, where the client, when he sees it, will get the real picture, the real look and feel of what he's going to buy and what he's going to get. These model homes are becoming very efficient. People in general visit real estate projects and they say, I want exactly the same, including the furniture. We have witnessed this in many projects, specifically in villas, where a villa is produced, furnished, and shown to clients. Clients are happy and they want to buy exactly the same. The only thing they might change are color, tones, or themes, but in general, they are influenced very, very dramatically from what you are offering them. So today is a very important tool that all developers should be using. Real estate agents should take their clients straight to these model homes if they have the opportunity to do that. Next point is the site and property visits with clients. Even if the project is not finished, it's important for the client to see the site, see the progress of work. And here, many developers actually fell into the slow activity where the, let's say, encouraged clients lost their appetite when they saw that the quality of work and volume of work is not as per the planned delivery. And most important for an investor who's buying a property, for home use or for investment, is delivery time. So we recommend always to be careful on this point, to make sure that when you propose a property and the delivery time, take a certain margin, 6 months or 1 year after the official announced date, for the clients not to be surprised with some delays. Because in real estate, there are always delays, not because the developer like it, but sometimes problems happen during construction and the development is delayed. Roadshows are also important, like launches, exhibitions, and seminars, to your clients and to your staff also. Your team needs to be educated. They need to know the latest information. They need to see people gathering. They want to see the people interest, and for them it will be an opportunity to mingle with them, try to share business cards, and try to establish contacts for them to follow up for probable selling. Social entertainment and CSR is also very important in a way that you tie up with your clients and you establish trust. Trust is the base of any business. There is no trust, there is no business. If you are able to sell a pen to a client, you can sell him an apartment. Because when you establish trust with him, he will trust you on what you propose, and he believes that what you are saying is the correct thing to his benefit. Sponsoring is another way of advertisement and marketing where the sponsor is done by the developer or by an agent or by a company to have the brand visible at all times. We move to the business tools today. Today, before you start any marketing campaign, we recommend, and this is based on experience, secure and have a relevant budget for your for the entire project scale. Because many companies start with a budget and halfway through they have no more money, they cannot continue, they cannot market it, therefore they cannot sell. And the problem will come to the company where there is no sale, there is no income, there is no construction, and they fail. Make sure that you target campaigns to generate maximum leads. It should be targeted to specific clients. If you are, for example, selling studios for students, make sure that it's nearby of a school. You cannot sell studios for students in a desert where there's nothing around. Make sure that your sales force is well trained. The receptions at your office or shop should be well trained also. She should be aware of all the promotions that are happening, and she should have the correct answers if somebody asks a question. Customer care team should respond to any inquiry in the shortest possible time, and this can be trained with the Q&As prepared in advance. An advanced customer relationship management or CRM program is also very helpful in most of the cases, especially for large institutions and large companies. Comparative property pricing. This is extremely important. With the availability of many websites offering real estate property for sale or for rent, you can define a certain market trend, and this should be handy, and it should be done regularly, similar to the market trends, which is the next one, where your clients will be always impacted by rumors, general moods, geopolitics issues. So the market trends is definitely helpful for you to manage your marketing budgets and to market your sales. Real estate and government and research reports also are not to be left alone. There are many rules that change. There are new rules coming to Dubai just a few months ago, a few weeks ago almost, law number 6, so it might affect the overall operation. Keep an eye on it. Advise your clients on the highest return on investment, and this is done also through the correct location of the property, objective of the client, if he wants to live in it or he wants to be an investor and rent it or resell it after a certain time. Be aware of the geographic location and historical trends. Execute a perfect handover. Handover, when the project is finished, is done in general from the developer and in the presence of the real estate agent who did the sale, because the customer will feel so confident when his sales agent is with him on the day of delivery to deliver what has been promised. So make sure that you have a list and it should be accurately done. Provide exemplary customer service. Be always honest, sincere, and tell the truth. Secure fruitful return on investment to the company. Remember, you are working in a company and the company counts on you to generate this income. So always remember that, because the more trustful you are, the more results you'll receive. And if you do strategy correctly and innovate in real estate marketing, you will be able to beat the competition and generate leads and make it much easier to convert those leads into customers. Next slide, we'll talk about the social media, and this is the latest focus of all real estate agents development or even businesses, where they set up their Facebook page, LinkedIn and Instagram and Twitter accounts, and they specialize in areas where they feel comfortable to be able to sell their products. Make sure that when you do that, you have always latest updates. You have to have always news, good news, almost on a daily basis, and this is one of the most difficult parts, how to keep your Facebook or Instagram alive with updated information and live pictures. Use a lot of quality images and videos. Make sure that you have professional listing, because even listing, how you list your product property is important. The wordings, the different type of layouts, colors are important for your work. I'll just here want to open a small parenthesis on the new technologies addition to these pictures, to these platforms, sorry, like artificial intelligence. And today is very in trend, where the artificial intelligence is able to help you reach to many customers targeted. And what we will talk about is the behavior retargeting, where you will follow your customers on a long path when they are surfing the internet. To give an example, Siri is an artificial intelligence produced by Apple, OK Google by Google, and Watson by IBM, dedicated for businesses. Behavior marketing or remarketing or retargeting is what you see today. You visit a website, you check for an item or a real estate project or an apartment, and if you leave the website and go to another website, suddenly these ads will follow you. And you ask yourself, how did they know that I am looking for this particular product? This is artificial intelligence linked with the retargeting softwares. Chatbots, again, these are simplifying people's life. Chatbots means chat automated by robots. That's the abbreviation of it, where when you link to a website and you get the small icon below, how can I help you, sir? These are automated by computers. 90% of the work is computer. And that's why they're very fast. That's why they can have almost preset answers to what you want, and they will be able to respond to you. Okay, so please don't underestimate them. Keep focusing on them, because this will be the trend for the next few years. On the last tips we like to give you, and to close this small presentation quickly. So always be specific, specialize in an area where you want to sell your product. The smaller area, the better you know about it, the easier for you to sell. Study carefully all surroundings, buildings, schools, malls, hospitals, to be able to guide your client towards his desire of property, as I said, if it's for living or for investing. Define best commuting routes and conveniences, and learn your property to every detail and compare with similar offerings to be able always to show the difference and expose your unique selling points. Price your product correctly from day one. If I mention day one, and I underline it because, as we mentioned before, the price might fluctuate. It's easy to raise the price, it's easy to bring it down, but it's not easy to keep raising it. The competition will always force you to bring the price down, and when the project goes in time, hopefully the price should go up. But this depends also on the marketing campaigns and the market trends and the market situation. Market the property to utmost extent to secure highest attention action. We mentioned it. Communicate clearly and accurately, highlighting value for money. At the end, those who are investing, they are looking for their money and how much they are getting out of it. Make sure the targeted buyer is qualified. It means if you are talking to a client, if he is not qualified for certain criteria, as an example, he doesn't have the funds, you will be losing your time and his. Make sure that you follow up on this. Propose and negotiate the best terms, close the deals the earliest, and take good care of your new and existing customers. Remember, 75% of your business is within your own hands. And of course, recommend upscale regularly, offer rent and resale service to your clients, align with other agencies to maximize reach in case your client would like to go to another area, which is not your specialized field, but you can tie up with these agents to get it and to propose it to your client. And of course, if you have the opportunity, you can expand to other territories in the future. So from the best practice, I want to just close on this small slide. It's called lead generation because all the technology companies will propose to real estate agents, we will give you new leads. The lead generation is a process to attract strangers and prospects into someone who has indicated interest in your company's product or service. A prospect is someone who is potentially or likely to be a customer. And a prospect will remain a prospect till the time there is a communication between you and him. When you are talking to him, verbally or through emails or through WhatsApp or through chat, he becomes a lead. And today there are a lot of search engines that are providing that. And please remember that social media is one of them. And if you are really proficient on that, you'll be able to generate a lot of leads, especially in Facebook and Instagram. I hope that these small tips have been helpful for you or to highlight what you already know or don't know. So we are opening the floor, I think, for some questions. Is it possible or no?
No, we're not going to conduct a Q&A session, but we will be sharing the link as mentioned in the beginning of the presentation. So if there is any question, they can get back to you. The information are here. For information and inquiries, please check the details mentioned on the screen. Thank you so much for this very clear presentation, rich presentation, and the tips provided.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. So going back to a Realopedia speaker, as I mentioned, it will be conducted by my colleague, Marilu Soriano. Good morning, and how are you today, Marilu?
I'm fine. Thank you, Ms. Faten. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Michael, for the very informative presentation. Indeed, it is very important for real estate professionals to have presence in the digital world. As Mr. Michael talked about it, technology has changed dramatically and influenced how people search, buy, or sell properties and investments. Hence, the birth of a real estate eMarketplace. So what I'm going to talk about today is Realopedia and the benefits of being on an eMarketplace. We begin by understanding what is an eMarketplace, why you should be part of the eMarketplace, who are the members and alliances, and how you can become part of it. Okay, so the Realopedia eMarketplace is a one-stop shop to buy, sell, and market real estate product and services online in a trusted network. There are two components on this sentence. First, the eMarketplace is where investors or interested buyers can buy, search, and sell properties. Investors are guaranteed that listings are verified and they can get in touch with certified and verified professionals on board. And it is where real estate professionals can market the real estate products. Marketing their listings online to increase the reach to potential investors. Realopedia enables agents to add their listings for free, which implies that the eMarketplace is where investors and real estate professionals can make transactions in a trusted network online, which I will talk about more later in the presentation.
Sure.
Realopedia, the next sentence is that Realopedia is where you can also engage, connect, and integrate industry-specific expertise. For investors, it is important that you engage with verified and certified professionals. If you need an agent or a broker company who will assist you in looking for your next investment, or it is your first time to buy your home, we have members on board who can guide you through the process. The Realopedia eMarketplace also serves as the bridge that connects real estate industry specialists together on one central platform. For real estate professionals from all over the globe, whether you are in the US or you are sitting here in the Middle East, the goal of the e-marketplace is to bridge the gap and build a trusted network online where you can build, connect, and create referral networks. One of the additional features of the e-marketplace is that it has a data bank of real estate insights, news, statistics, reports, webinars, podcasts, exhibitions, education, and training. This pool of information are made available at your fingertips to help you make an informed decision, to make an intelligent decision, especially when it's your first time to buy a property. The e-marketplace also offers licensed professionals, global connectivity, and worldwide reach. In the golden era of real estate sales, agents would rely on front yard signs and printed newspaper classifieds to market their listings. However, not to mention the price of doing the old traditional marketing, study conducted by real-time social media monitoring service revealed that 70% of brand conversations today on social media, people are looking for advice, information, or help online. Gone are the days that they are relying on the newspaper for information. Therefore, consumers have changed the way they purchase their products, from the small products to the biggest products that they need. When you add your listing in the e-marketplace, the reach is instant. Let's say, for example, somebody is looking for a property and they search for one bedroom hall here in the Dubai. It should be that your listing should be on top. Such as what you were saying earlier, this is how they do it now through the SEO, okay, or the search engine optimization. It reaches the consumer. When you add your listing in the e-marketplace, the reach is instant. It reaches the consumers in seconds as opposed to hours spent on reading flyers or by sending an email. Okay. And the moment they see the listing, they should be capable to make transactions. They can book a property, schedule a viewing, inquire for details, and more. This process happens in a very short span of time. And this is the beauty of the real estate e-marketplace. Once you add your listing and the investor is searching, your listing should be there. And that instant, they can make the transaction. Okay?
It's an easy process,
Yeah.
very easy, very quick.
Yeah. So also, the e-marketplace enables industry professionals to build and expand their global networks. Okay. Now that we have a clear picture of what is the e-marketplace, we begin to dig deeper on why you, whether you are an investor or a real estate professional, should join the e-marketplace. Joining a global real estate e-marketplace allows you to find information about market regulations, thus providing industry professionals with the latest market data. You can take advantage of new opportunities for members and investors. Realopedia continues to affiliate with new partners who share the same vision as ours. Searching and buying property has never been this easy with third-party vetting. Through our international partnerships, we bring together the highest professional standards and best global practices, offering a lot of opportunities for property investment and global partnerships in developed and emerging markets. We build trusted relations with organizations in order for members to connect with real people and real connections, and of course, gain global exposure and reach potential clients and customers. These are only some of the major considerations why you should become part of the eMarketplace. Now it's time to know who are the members and why you should be part. The primary goal of the eMarketplace is to bring real estate industry professionals and investors in one central platform. With our third-party vetting process, you are assured that all the members are certified professionals. We have certified agents, developers, broker companies, industry specialists, government entities, and associations and business groups that are members of the marketplace. Okay, so now that we know why you should become part of it and who are the members, now how you can become part of it. The process is very simple. First, you go to Realopedia.com, www.realopedia.com, choose your membership options, and then from there you can start benefiting from a lot of advantages of being part of the eMarketplace. So if you want to dig deeper on how the eMarketplace can help you close deals, increase sales, increase your leads, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marilu, for the presentation. It's very clear, and now everyone knows what are the benefits of being on Realopedia, the global real estate e-marketplace. So don't forget about the words mentioned by Marilu, real people and real connection. This is what matters nowadays, and that's why Realopedia has been recognized by RERA, the Real Estate Regulatory Agency, it has been endorsed as a trustworthy portal. So join us and be a member on the eMarketplace and enjoy all the benefits and all the advantages mentioned throughout this presentation conducted by Marilu. To end the session, we are happy to announce the launch of our luxury yacht division in association with Luxury Sales Group. It's a niche yacht brokerage firm based out of Fort Lauderdale, USA, with many capabilities spanning from worldwide on-market access, exclusive off-market opportunities, new and speculative build offerings, along with world-class alliances for yacht charter, management, and support services. For more information, please be in touch with us. You will have the details on the screen. We can provide you more information. If you have any questions as well on the presentation conducted about benefits of being on eMarketplace, please send us your queries. We are more than happy to answer them. And same applies to the DRE presentation by our colleague Michael Sabah. So thank you again for being part of this session today, and we look forward to having you in the next session. Thank you.